200.
Yeah.
You're that confident. The City Tottenham games have always been wonky. They've always been like
One goal.
weird.
Always one goal in it. There's usually some dodgy VAR calls as well.
Fairy tale season is gonna start crashing. Right? We see this every year.
The thing is, Bournemouth have actually beaten two of the last three home games. They've actually beaten Arsenal and Man City.
Leicester versus Chelsea.
200 on Chelsea to win.
200.
Yeah.
You're that confident.
Yeah.
Because we have $1,000 total.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, 200. Chelsea are going to smash Leicester.
Okay. I'm gonna put $30 on a tie.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Everton versus Brentford.
50 on Brentford.
50 on Brentford. Okay. I'm gonna put 30 on Everton. Arsenal, Nottingham Forest.
Odds ain't shit. Oh, they're negative 310. I don't see how Forest win this. Arsenal will win. Arsenal will win. They need a bounce back. Odegaard's back. Arsenal will win. Shit, like it's negative 310. I'll just put 50 on this as well. I'm not gonna go too
50. I'm gonna put 100 on Arsenal. I just think that Nottingham Forest fairy tale season is gonna start crashing. Right? We see this every year.
Up now, eh? What happened to top four?
I was wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Fulham versus Wolves.
I'm gonna go for a tie because I don't like the odds on Fulham.
Okay.
Let's do another 50 on this one.
50. All right.
50.
Let's see. Fulham versus Wolves. I'm gonna put 50 on Wolves.
Interesting.
Let's do this. Bournemouth versus Brighton.
I think this is gonna be a cracking game. Both teams are in form. It's on the coast as well. Shit, this is gonna. I think this might be low key the game of the weekend. This might steal the show. This and obviously City Tottenham's gonna be a crazy one, but Bournemouth Brighton will be a great game to watch. Brighton. I'm gonna put 100
Brighton.
100 on Brighton.
100 on Brighton. You know what? I'm gonna put 200 on Brighton. I'm gonna start taking out my cash. So you have 550 left. Villa, Crystal Palace.
Oh, dude, Villa all day. Villa all day. This could be bad for Palace. This could be a 3-4-0 hammering. I'm gonna put 250 on Villa.
250 on Villa. That's nice because I'm putting 100 on Palace.
Palace? I mean, you might be proven right. I don't know, but geez, Villa have had a few bad results as well recently. They need a turnaround as well. City Tottenham, my pick of the week in terms of the tie of the week. Tottenham have a good record against City, but it's usually when they're at home. City are out of form at the moment. Negative 200. I'll put 100 on a tie.
You know what, man? I'm gonna put 200 on a tie. Like the City Tottenham games have always been wonky. They've always been like weird.
Always one goal in it. There's usually some dodgy VAR calls as well. It's a very spicy game.
Southampton, tie Liverpool.
Fucking hell. It's going to be Liverpool, isn't it? These wankers. I'm going to put 10 on Southampton.
Southampton, okay.
Okay, this is like, it is what it is.
I'm gonna put 50 on Liverpool. The reason I'm putting 50 is that like I'm feeling confident that Liverpool's gonna win. I just don't like the odds. Like we could easily tie this game, and I don't want to be down like $200. Ipswich, Man U.
I'll put 10 on United. Fuck it. This is a wash for me. I don't even care. My main Newcastle, my money's going all on Newcastle at the moment. That's West Ham. I have
180. And I have 140.
Put it on Newcastle, 180.
180. I think West Ham. Which one of these do you want to make your pick of the week?
Villa.
Villa, all right. Why? I think this is one we disagree on the most.
I just think Palace's general form, players, they've got a few players come back from injury, but for me, Villa, they've had a fantastic season up until about 2 weeks ago. They've started losing games. They lost the Champions League to shit, it wasn't a small team, but after beating Bayern Munich, I thought they'd be running through. I think Club Brugge beat them in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So Villa need an upturn in form. They've lost a few. That sort of old saying of, you have that great first season in the league when you have no European football, you get top four, and then when the Champions League kicks in, those extra games, even if you do well in the summer transfer window, they will start dragging on your squad. So I think Villa are gonna have to pick it up a little bit. They're at home. Palace have had a terrible season so far. I just don't see anything other than a big Villa win, 3 or 4.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm operating on the same information as you are. My feeling is more of that, Villa need a win, and I don't think they're going to get it. I think, we kind of have a situation where last year was kind of like a fairy tale, and like if you look at, I mean, not to be, a Liverpool guy, but like right now we have Liverpool, Man City are still in the hunt because they're Man City, and then 3 through 10 are all within 1 point.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like 3 through 9 are all within 1 point, and Aston Villa is 9 right now. And I just don't think that they're doing the job right now. They're really performing that well. And I just kind of see them continuously moving down. Who are they facing? They're facing Crystal Palace. Oh shit. I confused Crystal Palace and Brighton, but Crystal Palace is always a punchy squad.
Yeah,
They're
they
right.
pick up a performance for sure.
They're right now in the relegation zone. They need a win, right? Like Crystal Palace wants to be 11 right now, right? That's where Crystal Palace wants to be, and they really need to win this. So that's why, for me, I think Crystal Palace is going to win. My lock of the week, my big bet of the week is Bournemouth Brighton. And the reason why I think this is because I think that Brighton is still very much undervalued by Vegas. Like one of the problems with Vegas is that they care a lot about the name much more than they care about the results. You know what I mean? And people don't know yet how good Brighton is. And, Bournemouth is 12th, right? But I think Brighton is a really good squad. And like what I think is like really sets this game apart is that this is the type of game where you should be getting Villa versus Crystal Palace odds. You know what I mean? Like you should be getting these types of odds in this game. You should be getting not Man City Tottenham, but you should be getting like Arsenal Nottingham type odds. You should be getting Leicester Chelsea type odds. Realistically, like it should like these odds in Bournemouth Brighton should be the same, right? Let's actually look at like their place in the standings, right? So Leicester is 3 points behind Bournemouth, and Brighton has the same amount of points as Chelsea, right? So this game should be, Brighton minus 200, Bournemouth plus 500. That's what it should be, realistically, if we're actually looking at it. But you're getting plus 200 on this game, pick it up. That's free money. You know what I mean? Even if they don't win, over time, taking this type of value, you're gonna get actually like talking about this, man. I'm changing. By the way, changing is completely allowed. We can completely change during the course of a conversation. But yeah, that's my pick.
The thing is, Bournemouth have actually beaten the 2 of the last 3 home games. They've actually beaten Arsenal and Man City back to back. So Bournemouth at home, they're a different animal. There's something happening there this season with Areola and the management team and where the squad's been structured. Even though they lost Dominic Solanke to Tottenham in the summer, they're getting goals from other parts of the squad. So even though
Yeah, but I mean, those types of things are flukes. I mean, we see this all the time, right? A team.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't call this a fluke, especially the City one. They just, as bad as City played, Bournemouth put them under the cosh. I haven't seen something like that in a long time.
No, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I don't. I'm not saying it's a fluke to like insult Bournemouth. I'm just saying that, like, the types of teams, the types of bottom of the table teams that beat top of the table teams, it doesn't replicate year to year. You know what I mean? I just think that Bournemouth is a Leicester type team, and Brighton is a Chelsea type team. So if I'm looking at this right now and I see Chelsea's minus 200 and Brighton is plus 200, that's just free money, in my opinion. Right?
Uh,
Like,
so
um,
I think Villa is my pick, but really, as I said earlier, the game of the week, I think that will surprise a lot of people, the neutrals. If you watch Bournemouth versus Brighton, I think it's going to be a great game to watch. I think it's going to be end to
yeah.
end, exciting. I'm really looking forward to that one.